like this. We have a very nice eclectic group here. I feel like I'm leading a focus group at Trader Joe's. This is good. You enjoying the quinoa, sir? We go to market for that? This is good. This is exactly what I wanted to see, man. I like to see people coupled up. I live in San Francisco, so I don't ask what anybody is anymore, because everyone wants to be a polygamist, a polygon, or a poly pocket. I don't care what you want to be, sir. Be whatever makes you happy. Are you guys together? Who cares? I'm married myself, okay? And here's the only thing I have to share. What I learned is that you have to be honest even when it's uncomfortable to do so. That's why my wife is mad at me right now. Because she knows that we met on the dating apps, but she had the nerve to ask me, how did you know that I was the one? And I said, well, you replied. It doesn't sound romantic, but I had to be honest. I didn't want to start this off on a lie. I put this resume a lot of places. You guys got back to me. I love working here. Look, I wear the team uniform. What are we upset about? What did I do? I want the coochie pension plan. Like, what is this? I want this to work out, man. Like, for our honeymoon, we went to Vietnam. Anyone else go where their clothes are made? Anyone else do that? That's where I got these pants. I love Vietnam, dog. I love it. Great people, great food, Papa John's. It was everything I wanted. My favorite part was the exchange rate. $1 was 25,000 dong. You don't even know what a dong is. It was like Monopoly money. They had red ones, green ones, like the blue ones. Like on the back it said Milton Bradley was crazy. I exchanged $400. When they gave my money back, I was like, oh my God, I own Vietnam. I never owned a country before. I was like, this is crazy. I gotta join the United Nations. I gotta learn the language. There's so much to do. Usually I'm a cheap bastard, but I was like, fuck it. I'll pay for the happy ending. Let's do this. I want to make sure this marriage works out. Let's do this. This is what I came out here for. I love Vietnam. Vietnam was so dope, I forgot I was black. You ever have that feeling, miss? You ever wake up and just be like, damn it, I forgot? Because I was walking around, like, I feel like in America, we're so used to, like, assuming something about people, trying to figure out someone's ethnic background. In Vietnam, I was walking around the store. Nobody was following me around. I was like, oh, my God, they don't think I'm a criminal. I stole a T-shirt just out of celebration. I was like, well, fuck, you can't leave anybody next to the merchandise. You got to stay up to date. I'm trying to keep up with my parents. My parents are getting older. My mom, she just retired. Now she says whatever the fuck she wants. That's all she wants to do. After the Trump assassination attempt, she was like, Steven, I don't know how you can live in this country, how you can raise kids in this country. My mom is 65 years old. She grew up when JFK was shot, MLK was shot. Ronald Reagan literally put crack in her neighborhood. I have Amazon Prime. I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna be all right. They're not pushing crack through Amazon Prime, to my knowledge. Temu, maybe. I can't call it. I don't use it. My dad, on the other hand, I'm very concerned about him. My dad, he believes too much in his village. You know, he's from Ghana, West Africa. He recently developed hypertension. And he's like, it's all about community. They all came together and sent salted beef stew. And that's when I learned that it takes a village to raise your blood pressure. I didn't know my dad did do that by himself. My wife and I, we are millennials, though. We've been doing this impossible task in the Bay Area called buying a house. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Very competitive. It's like the Squid Games. Like, just to put a bid on a house, we had to kill another couple. I'm not proud of that. But they were going to buy the house in all cash. And I was like, we cannot have drug dealers in this neighborhood. I was like, somebody's got to go. It was me and the HOA. We just buried them in the bylaws. I don't know, man. I've been keeping up to date. Like, I don't know if you guys heard, but the government was doing this thing called student loan forgiveness. And I was like, it's about time, because I already forgave myself. Yeah, that's how I got that trip to Vietnam. You know, I love living out here, man. San Francisco's always been the greatest place. We did this crazy thing where we joined the Illuminati. We ended up buying a house. My friend was like, yo, I see you telling these jokes. How'd you do that? And I was like, you guys remember those dares when people would ask you, would you suck a dick for $1 million? You don't remember that, sir? You remember? Yeah, thank you, because you asked me. I was like, well, fuck it. Like, let's make it $2 million, sir. I want to flip it and go get some NVIDIA. I heard it's going to the moon if I hodl. That's what I wanted. And I've been really into it, too, because what I realized is that people don't want you to experience that ownership life. I was on my way to a show, and I saw this one car had a sign in it that said, "No valuables inside." It's not even a cool sign to have on property. It's like, we're begging for mercy. You was like, beware of dogs, something like that. I go to a show on my way back. There's glass hole in the passenger seat. And there's another sign left that said, "Sorry, still had to check." And I was like, that's a good thief. You have to trust but verify. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, guys, my name's Asifo. Give it up for your host, everybody.